One really difficult thing about my job is that it takes a lot to shock me. I've been a nurse in public health for a very long time, but I still am horrified by the things that one human being can do to another human being.
I was married to my husband for 15 years. Throughout the marriage, he always assumed that I was with other men, and I was not. I didn't know what to expect when I got off the plane. The first week was the worst. He wouldn't let me leave the house. He wouldn't let me leave the room. He would physically block the doors. All I had was water that was in the bathroom. I had no way to leave the property, even if I wanted to, so I had no keys to my car that he had taken. He, for some reason, thought I had multiple boyfriends, so in that aspect, he considered me a whore. He said so many times in many different ways. Because of that, he forced me to perform oral sex. A lot of times it was continuous for hours. He forced me to have sex in positions in ways that I did not want ever to have sex in. He would pull my hair, drag me around. He was making spaghetti and told me to bring 2 plates over to my mother-in-law's house. So I brought them over there, and she saw that I was, in a lot of distress, and told me that this is not okay and this needs to stop.
The primary, first and foremost, most important role of a saving grace advocate or anyone that comes into contact with a sexual assault survivor, interacts with them professionally, interacts with them socially, is to start by believing. That is the most important thing.
I had a date. We had made plans to go to dinner. He said he would love for me to come meet him at the motel room because he didn't know Bend very well. So he stated to me that here's some wine and I'm going to jump in the shower. And I was like, oh, you haven't taken a shower yet? I thought that was kind of strange. So I'm having a glass of wine. And then I remember vaguely when he came out of the shower, I felt kind of like really faint and really like something was wrong. And I thought, okay, I'm just imagining things and I need to wake up, but it would start getting all cloudy for me. And he's like, are you ready to eat? And I said, sure. And then I remember waking up and him being on top of me, naked, and I was naked laying in the bed. And I couldn't cry, I couldn't scream, I couldn't move. And I just remember smelling him and his sweat dripping on my face. And I passed out on that one. Then I woke up another time with him inserting himself because I was on my belly, and he was inserting his penis in my rectum, and it was dry, and I remember screaming and trying to crawl the bed. But I don't know if I was screaming or not. I couldn't get him to stop. This all happened between 7 and 1:30, and about 1:30, I got my keys and my purse, and I just got out of there. I just lived in my house, and I couldn't move, I couldn't function, and I saw a commercial for Saving Grace. I cried for 3 days in the bathtub and thought, I need to call that number. So I picked up the phone and I called Saving Grace. Everything was taken care of for me while I was there. You know, I had to focus on myself, because if I didn't have that, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
The most rewarding part of my job is watching people heal. So just watching that whole process of when somebody first comes in and they're just, you know, devastated. They're so traumatized, and then to see them months and even times years later, they're back on their feet, they're grounded, they're supported, you know, they're living life again. To watch them regain that sense in themselves that they're okay again, that it's in the past, that they survived it, that they can come out the other side stronger. And then oftentimes they find a voice to help others as kind of like a final piece of that process. And that to me is just so incredible. I love it.
There was times where I had to go to court, and not just one of them would come with me. Sometimes it would be 2 or 3. Just to be there, and every one of them would just be there with me and sit with me.
Saving grace assures that violence and abuse are no longer considered a personal problem to be kept behind closed doors. Saving grace invites all of us to open that door and walk through it.
I, for years and years, just thought this is the way marriage is supposed to be, this is the way my life is going to be, and just accepted it as that. When I got to Saving Grace, they explained that that's not the way it's supposed to be. Marriage isn't supposed to be all negative like that.
You do this class so it can help you be confident enough. You go to therapy to heal your soul, and I got my soul healed, and I got myself back. And now I'm this productive person in society again, you know, and I'm a good example for my daughter.
Saving Grace did so much for me that I feel that everyone in my situation that feels like they can't get out should maybe talk to one of these people at Saving Grace and shed some light on it and understand that life can be so much more.
Are we done now? Can we have some chocolate or something? Oh my gosh, no Reese's peanut butter cups or anything, and a big bag of chips and some ice cream.
I've got
I'm just kidding.
caramel colored peanuts.
That's all right.